Hey Pisces. Okay, so let's go right into your messages. This is going to be a Pisces video for the key placements such as Venus, Sun, Ascendant, which / rising or moon, okay, for the most part, all right? So the first three cards I pulled is the Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands, okay. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, okay. Now, I definitely feel like there's something in your life, Pisces, that is heavily bothering you. I'm getting an energy here around you of criticism. So whether this is criticism that you say towards yourself in a unloving manner, or this is people around you who are very like harshly judgmental. And I get a vibe here that you're really trying to break free from people having an opinion over your life. It also feels like there's energy here where you're trying to, Three of Swords reversed. Oh my goodness, yes. Where you're trying to transform a particular situation. There's a lot of you where you feel like there has been something very difficult weighing on your shoulders. This may be a little out of control. I'm getting it could be like a relative is sick, or maybe somebody like that's very close to you is sick, and you're wanting to help them, but then also help yourself. And you only have so much time in the day, Pisces, to really do all the things you want to do here. Now, you have a couple cards coming out, Five of Wands, Three of Swords reversed, Three of Cups, okay. There's also an energy here, Pisces, I'm getting very strongly, where you're sort of afraid that somebody is a player in your midst. You definitely feel like somebody could be playing the field behind your back with the Eight of Wands. Let's get some romance angel on that and see why I'm getting that energy here. I'm hearing this could be a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo that you feel could be a player. Make the effort. You're being pulled in two directions. You're being pulled, Pisces, in two directions. There's conflict here. Five of Wands, Four of Swords, Three of Swords reversed. These are very painful kind of cards that I'm seeing here come up for you. So there could be those of you where you are going through a lot of pain. I'm sorry to hear that, where you're having a hard time with an issue or a person, and you're really wanting to move forward. You're really wanting to move forward, I see here. Express your love in reverse, honeymoon. So what these cards are telling me with the break free card, free yourself, this is what I call the devil card in my deck, in this deck. I always classify this as a devil card, the free yourself, because it's like your ego, like you're going in circles here. So I think what's hindering you, Pisces, is that you don't have all the truth. There's a situation I see you're going through here where you need more information, but I feel like there's certain powers that be that are not really giving you the information you need. And so it's like you're in this kind of constant tug of war of should I go? Should I stay? Should I move forward? Should I move back? You're a little confused as to what you should do. So let's get some advice. Get some advice. Well, the first advice I see here is the Four of Swords, which is telling me that maybe you need a break. Okay, maybe you're spinning your wheels too much, Pisces, to the point where you feel like you're going in a circle. You don't feel like you're really making any progress. So sometimes when everything is not as organized or is making sense to us, we have to take a breather. We have to kind of slow down and really look at what is working and then what's not working. I'm also hearing career goal. There could be a career goal you have, Pisces. But it feels like it's more of like a burden than a blessing is what I'm hearing. Like it's weighing you down and you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like you're gasping for air. You feel like you're trying so hard to move forward, to move in a positive direction. But it definitely feels like there could be some outside, negative self-talk or just people, I guess, speaking negatively into your life, and maybe you've agreed with this. Maybe you've taken this on as the truth of the matter, but it's not. What they're telling me is like, whatever negative voice you're listening to, Pisces, is not the voice you should be listening to. Okay, that's step one. So that's half the battle. That's half the battle already won. Because if you listen to that voice that's saying to you, it's never going to happen, you're not good enough, then little by little, you may believe that voice, and then it may turn into something that's more of a negative experience than a lesson, right? Wow, a lot of messages here. Okay, let's get some advice for Pisces, please. What's going on with Pisces? Yes, what is happening? Prosperity lies ahead. Beautiful. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum. A new start. Yeah, so I definitely feel like after you rest, Pisces, after you get more clarity about the situation, you're going to have a new beginning, okay? But I really feel like for right now, there could just be some toxic energy that you need to move away from. It could very well be people, it could be people that maybe you thought had your best interest at heart, but behind their back, they're not really saying positive things. They're not really believing what you say, or they're not encouraging you. And I feel like what a lot of you Pisces need right now is encouragement. Like you're looking for people to encourage you. But I feel at the same time that there's sort of some kind of out of alignment energy here. It's like things are not really the way it should be. So I really feel like the advice of the cards, Pisces, is to take a step back. And, there could be those of you saying, well, I don't have time to take a step back. Well, yes, you do. Yes, you do. After work, you could literally shut down. You could literally just turn everything off and relax. You don't have to just jump on Instagram, or you don't have to just jump on YouTube. That's not true. But it all comes down to, Pisces, your perspective. What do you believe? Right? It goes back to the question I've been saying all month long is what do you really believe about your destiny, about your life? And if you can't think of a clear-cut answer, then that means that you're in a season of waiting. You're in a season of growing. You're in a season of learning. And you should not be harsh on yourself, Pisces. If you're in a season right now of healing and recuperation and rejuvenation, what's wrong with that? We don't have to always be on the go 24/7. Unless that's what you want, sometimes you have to take a step back to move in order to move forward. And that's where I feel you're at, Pisces. But I think that I'm getting for a lot of you, energetically, it's like you just kind of want to bulldozer through something. But your guides, your angels, your higher self are clearly saying to you, no, this is not the time. And you're going against the grain. And as the more you're going against it, Pisces, you're feeling the backlash. You're feeling the pain. You're feeling the resistance because it's not time. It's not time, okay? So if that's how you're feeling, and you're kind of looking around why is everything so this or that? Well, it's because there's conflict. There's some kind of resistance energy here. And what they really want you to do, Pisces, is let go, is release yourself into this new beginning. You have a new beginning coming up here, which I love for you all. You have a new start, you have a new beginning. So it's all this gunk, all this nonsense that you're stressing over is going to be out of your life very soon, okay? But it may take some time. So I think the challenge here is trusting is trusting that, okay, at some point, things are going to turn around. Right now, it may not look like that, Pisces, but in order to like manifest that energy, you have to step into it. Okay. But I think it really, I'm going to be very blunt with you. To me, what it looks like in the cards is that it's coming down to the fact that you're just not ready. You're not ready. There's things that are divinely needing to be pushed into alignment that are not there. There could be some key people that could launch your dream that are not even in the same industry yet, you know, is what I'm hearing. Like there could be some key people, some key events that need to happen in order for you to arrive where you need to be. And it hasn't happened yet, you know, it hasn't even taken off yet. So let's see. Let's get two over this deck over here. But I feel like you're going through definitely a spiritual purging, a spiritual journey. You're definitely going through a lot, Pisces. And I just want you all to like really, you know, pat yourself in the back and appreciate how far you've come. I did the Scorpio reading a little bit earlier, and there could be some gemstones in that video, some key pieces of advice that could help you with that as well, because it's a kind of a similar energy with this card right here that maybe, and that reading, the Scorpio reading, I'll link it, was really a lot about career. So if you're watching this video for a career, Pisces, definitely watch that video, because that Scorpio reading was all about career. Okay, but let's get like two more with the Moonology, please. So you're going through a lot, Pisces. I can see that here. You know, you're definitely feeling the pain of something. Whether it's a sickness in the family or somebody passing away, or maybe somebody you're taking care of that's not really nice to you, you know, or you could be an actual caretaker for others of you. And, you know, you're in this industry of taking care of something and you feel like you're not really getting compensated. And so if you don't feel you're getting compensated, Pisces, then it's time for a change. And that's what the card is saying, is that you're going to go into a change. And maybe right now you don't see it because you're used to the mundane. You're used to the same routine every day. But I see here, Pisces, that it's weighing on you. Like it's pulling you down, you know, and you feel like it's not really getting you anywhere. You know, you're like, you get up in the morning and you're like, oh, the same thing again, like, oh, the same issues again, like the same person again. Like you're bored, you know. You're bored, Pisces. And I do see for here, for others of you, there's a Virgo here that I see here could be a past lover that also, you know, disappointed you. And so you're healing from all these things, right? You got all these responsibilities, and all they're wanting you to do, Pisces, is relax. And maybe because you're so busy, you can't see that. You can't conceptualize in your head that you just need to take a break. I'm even hearing there could be those of you where you need a vacation, honey. You need to go on vacation, you know, like it's time to clock in those sick days or vacation days, honey, or personal time off, PTO. Like it's something like that, Pisces, where you need to like really take a step back here, because you're not seeing something clearly, and it's not your fault. It's just there's something it's not ready to bloom. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to push it and push it and push it. And I feel like it's actually giving you a negative effect. I feel like it's affecting you negatively. And that's a sign that you got to switch something up. That's a sign that you got to go in a different direction, or it could get worse. You know what I'm saying? So let's get like two more. So, you know, don't press the issue, Pisces. If you're in a work environment, because this is what I'm getting, if you're in a work environment, right, that you're sick of, you're tired of, you feel like it's not for you, then you need to go about believing, okay, that there's either going to be another opening for you in the same place, the same company, or that it's time for you to have a new fresh start. And that fresh start may scare you. And I think it will scare you, Pisces. I think for a lot of you, it's going to scare you, because you're like, I wasn't planning on changing my job. I wasn't planning on moving to this different country or state. I wasn't planning on, you know, saying that I've had enough of, you know, whatever this person's doing to me, whether it's verbal abuse or some kind of toxic person hanging around you. Like, I really feel like you're like saying, Pisces, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready to come to terms with the fact that I'm not happy with where I am. And your higher self is saying to you, well, you know what? It's not really working out, you know? And that may be a really hard pill to swallow. This may be a really hard pill for you to swallow, Pisces. But I feel like it's the right move. The right move for you right now is to expect powerful change. Emotions are running high. It's time to take action. That's the message right there. It's time to take action on a new path, okay? And I think for a lot of you, it has to come down to routine, where you live, and what you do. I just think that there's something about the people or the environment around you that's not helping you succeed. And that's tough to realize. When you feel like you're working somewhere where you feel like you're being suppressed creatively, or in terms of leadership, like you feel like you're not really being seen, that hurts, you know. And if you're crying listening to this, or you feel like crying, that's fine. But you know, that's natural. But I just think there's just something that needs to change here, Pisces. And I really hope to God that you realize that you're worth more, okay? So if you're in a toxic work environment and you're like, you know what, I'm too scared to leave this job, I'm too scared to quit, then begin to look for a different job. You don't have to get up and leave that same second, but what you do need to do is protect your energy, okay? So you could wear certain crystals, you could say certain prayers. I know the book of Psalms is pretty powerful, where you could say prayers and good things over yourself to protect yourself throughout the day. Because what I'm seeing here is something very toxic, and it's making me feel sad, Pisces. Like you feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're stuck, right? Well, I can say from personal experience that if I've been in a work environment where people are being abusive or rude to me, I will look for another job, you know, and I will leave lickety split. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different situation. But sometimes you just gotta kind of follow your intuition. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? And if your intuition is saying to you that you need to, you know, talk to somebody, or you need to look into something different, then you need to do that. You know, I feel like your guides are also saying to you, we're sending you numbers and synchronicity, we're sending you messages, but you're not like receiving it. You know, they are sending you messages to be aware of. You know, they could, you know, you could have fairies. For those of you who believe in fairies, there actually could be fairies around you, okay, that I'm seeing here that could be trying to tell you things. And I don't know if you're really believing what you hear, and that could be the issue, is that your intuition is saying to you, no, there's another path here that's way better than what you're currently on. But I just think that out of fear and out of exhaustion and out of all this combative energy, you know, you're not able to move forward. But you got to get out of that, Pisces. You got to believe that there's something better. And I really feel like you're being called to a different path. You know, I rarely make statements like that, Pisces, in a video. But I think with this reading right here, you're being called to something totally different. And I don't know if you're ready for that, but that's what I'm getting, okay? So this is your reading. Don't forget, I will link the Scorpio reading. And I will see you lovely, amazing people on the next video. If you're new, feel free to subscribe and check out all my videos. But yeah, for sure, Pisces, listen to your intuition. You know, if your intuition right now is saying to you that something's abusive or toxic, and you know you're almost trapped, then you gotta at that point think of your well-being and your success, and you've got to go in a different direction, or I don't want you to be stuck, you know, for a long period of time. Okay, so that's your reading, Pisces. See you in the next video. All right, bye.